Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Sit tight because what's bubbling under the surface right now in the NFL, and especially in the NFC East, could be one of those blockbuster moves that define the upcoming seasons. Rumors are swirling that the Dallas Cowboys, currently sitting at 5-9 and facing a tough rebuild, are seriously contemplating a trade that could shake up the entire division. And guess who's at the heart of this potential blockbuster? CeeDee Lamb, one of the most dynamic young receivers in the league, a guy who's been a key piece for Dallas but might soon find himself in a different uniform. And that uniform could very well be the Washington Commanders. Yes, you heard that right. Reports from inside sources suggest that the Cowboys, who have been struggling defensively and are in the middle of trying to rebuild their secondary and improve their cap situation, see an opportunity to get maximum value before the trade deadline hits in early November. The plan? Swap CeeDee Lamb for a couple of first-round picks and a promising young edge rusher. It's a move that would give Dallas some much-needed cap relief, around $25 million in savings, and allow them to focus on rebuilding their offensive line and secondary. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, this isn't just about acquiring a star receiver. It's about transforming their entire offense and elevating their playoff chances significantly. Let's delve deeper into the details of this potential trade, its implications, and what it could mean for the future of the NFC East. But first, let's review who CeeDee Lamb is and what he has accomplished so far in his NFL career, and how that might fit into Washington's grander scheme. Who is CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb, born in 1999 in Opelousas, Louisiana, and raised in a football-rich environment, quickly established himself as one of the most exciting offensive talents coming out of Oklahoma. At Norman High School, he was a prolific receiver and athlete, earning national recognition. But it was his college career at Oklahoma where he truly shined. Playing alongside future NFL stars like Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts, Lamb displayed exceptional route running, agility, and a knack for making contested catches. He declared early for the NFL draft after his junior year, and the Dallas Cowboys selected him 17th overall in the 2020 NFL draft. From his rookie season, Lamb showcased his potential, finishing with 74 receptions, 935 yards, and 5 touchdowns in just 14 games. It was clear that he had the tools to be a primary target in Dallas's offense. Over the subsequent seasons, Lamb continued to develop into a top-tier receiver. In 2022, he amassed 107 receptions for over 300 yards and 9 touchdowns, an elite production level. His route running is precise, his hands are reliable, and his ability to gain yards after the catch, YAC, is among the best for his age group. His YAC average of 7.1 yards per reception in 2023 demonstrates his playmaking ability in space, and his ability to create separation against tight coverage makes him a nightmare for defenses. The statistical impact. Let's look at some key stats to understand Lamb's value. Receptions. * 482 career catches up to 2023, with a career average of around 80 receptions per season. Yards over 300 yards, averaging 13.1 yards per reception. Touchdowns, 42 total, a testament to his ability to find the end zone. YAC yards after catch, * 7.1 yards per reception, with 18 missed tackles forced this season alone. Game-by-game consistency. Lamb's per-game average of approximately 85 yards demonstrates his reliability week in and week out. In 2023, despite some injuries that limited him to 14 games, he finished with 98 receptions, 200 yards, and 8 touchdowns, a true testament to his talent and resilience. His PFF grade of 90. 8 among the top among NFL receivers underscores his elite skill set. Why Washington? Now, why does Lamb make so much sense for Washington? The Commanders' offense has struggled at times to generate explosive plays, especially in the passing game. Currently, their offensive output averages around 210 passing yards per game, well below league leaders. The addition of Lamb would immediately upgrade their receiving core and give Jaden Daniels, or whoever their quarterback, is in the future a true #1 target. Lamb's skill set perfectly complements Washington's existing weapons. Jahan Dotson and Curtis Samuel are promising but inconsistent, and Terry McLaurin, while reliable, could benefit from a sidekick with Lamb's explosiveness and YAC ability. Lamb's presence would create more space for Dotson underneath, open up the middle of the field, and force defenses to adjust. Impact on Washington's offense. Adding Lamb could lead to a seismic shift in Washington's offensive efficiency. Here's what that could look like. Increase in EPA per pass, an estimated 18% boost, translating to an additional 300 passing yards over the season. Red zone efficiency. Lamb's contested catch ability and route running would be invaluable in tight spots, improving scoring opportunities. Clutch plays. Lamb's history of big plays in crucial moments could help the Commanders convert third and longs and secure wins in close games. Quarterback development. With a reliable target, young quarterbacks like Daniels would gain confidence, leading to a more aggressive vertical passing attack. Defensive and special teams considerations. While the primary impact is offensive, the ripple effects extend to the entire team. Opposing defenses, faced with the threat of Lamb stretching the field, may be forced to allocate more resources to coverage. This opens opportunities for Curtis Samuel and Jahan Dotson underneath, creating a more diversified and unpredictable offense. Moreover, with the added offensive firepower, the Commanders' defense could benefit from shorter offensive drives, reducing the opponent's scoring opportunities and keeping their own defense fresher late in games. The Cowboys' perspective. Trading CeeDee Lamb would certainly be a blow to the Cowboys' offense, which has heavily relied on his production. His absence would leave a significant void, especially given that Dallas's passing game has struggled to find consistency beyond him. The Cowboys are currently ranked 18th in passing yards per game, around 210 yards, and losing Lamb could push them further down the rankings. Cap-wise, Lamb commands an annual salary of approximately $17 million, and his contract extension in 2022 made him a cornerstone for Dallas's future. The Cowboys, facing a cap crunch, are seeking ways to free around $25 million, hence the interest in multiple first-round picks and additional assets. The trade mechanics. The potential trade involves a complex calculus. Dallas could target first-round picks to rebuild their roster through the draft, young edge rushers such as Washington's Chase Young or Montez Sweat or other promising players, cap relief to invest in their secondary and offensive line. For Washington, acquiring Lamb would involve offering draft capital, possibly a first-round pick, and perhaps a young player or two to sweeten the deal. Given Lamb's age and production, he's a premium asset. The broader NFC East context. This move, if it materializes, would have far-reaching implications. The NFC East has been fiercely competitive this year, with the Eagles leading the pack, followed by the 49ers and the Cowboys. The Commanders, sitting at 6-8, are on the fringes of playoff contention, but with a boost like Lamb, their odds would increase significantly. The Eagles and 49ers boast potent offenses, and adding Lamb to Washington's arsenal could level the playing field. It could even position Washington as a dark horse contender, especially if their defense can hold up. Future expectations and long-term outlook. Looking ahead, if Washington manages to acquire Lamb, the franchise would be making a bold statement about their ambitions. It would send a message that they're not just content with rebuilding, they want to contend now. Lamb's arrival could accelerate the development of young players, especially if paired with Daniels, who has shown flashes of brilliance. In the wider NFL landscape, this trade would be a signal that teams are willing to make bold moves to win now. It would also set the stage for a competitive NFC East, where every team is investing heavily in their stars. Player profiles and deep dive **** Jaden Daniels. The young quarterback emerging as a potential franchise leader, Daniels has demonstrated impressive mobility and accuracy. His passer rating of 94.5 this season, along with a 62% completion percentage, shows promise. With a weapon like Lamb, he could unlock even more of his potential. Terry McLaurin. The veteran wideout remains a reliable target with a PFF grade of 79. 1 in 65 receptions for over 900 yards in 2023. Lamb's addition would allow McLaurin to operate more freely, perhaps in a complementary role. Curtis Samuel. Versatile and explosive, Samuel's role in the offense could expand with Lamb drawing coverage away. He's averaging about 4.8 yards per route run this season and has scored 4 touchdowns. Dallas Cowboys players. Losing Lamb would impact Dak Prescott's offense significantly. Prescott has thrown for over 500 yards and 22 touchdowns this season. The absence of a top receiver like Lamb could force him to rely more on tight ends and running backs, diminishing the vertical threat. Final thoughts: this potential trade could be a turning point for Washington. The addition of C.D. Lamb would not only strengthen their offense, but also reshape the competitive landscape of the NFC East. It represents a strategic move, balancing immediate impact with long-term growth. For Cowboys fans, losing Lamb would be tough. For Washington fans, it's a thrilling possibility. In conclusion, the NFL trade market remains unpredictable, and whether this move comes to fruition depends on negotiations, cap considerations, and strategic visions of both franchises. But one thing is certain: if Lamb dons a Commanders uniform in 2024, it could revolutionize their offense and propel the team toward their first Super Bowl appearance in decades. And as always, stay tuned for more updates, analysis, and insider info on the Washington Commanders and the NFL. This team has the talent, the passion, and now perhaps the extra piece needed to make a historic run. Thanks for riding with us, and don't forget to comment below your thoughts. Would Lamb be the perfect fit? Can Washington finally shake off the playoff drought? Share your thoughts, your voice matters. Total characters, 1037.